Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what was supposed to be round 2 of SRL's Gran Turismo Championship in the Mazdas. Now you might wonder why I'm saying that. I'll explain during the course of the video. Either way, you've seen purple sectors coming up, all 3 sectors so far across the line, hardly improve. Something about that last sector not quite clicking for me there, and as a result, Prime Stingray would grab his second pole consecutively. I line up second this time with Viper and Dynamite on the second row. They'll be threats, of course. The countdown begins and off we go. Not a great start. In fact, it looks like Stingray's nailed it completely. Try and cover off Dynamite. See what happens into turn 1. Don't think we've outbraked ourselves. Unfortunately, as you can see on the leaderboard, Viper's nowhere to be seen. Turns out he had the glitch where he got stuck on the grid, which would mean a restart. As you see there, called by Kart Dude, the leader. At this point we all back off and start being a bit silly. Couple of little things to watch here. Watch Nemo come through, this is quite funny. Here it is now, smacks Dynamite completely. I was like, oh, what's up Nemo? Anyhow, serious face back on for another restart. Viper would be put to the back. I think the same thing happened twice in a row. Viper again not going. So at this point, Kart did decide, well, it's the same guy, so unfortunately we'll have to just try and race around it. Unfortunately, I got very sideways there, bogged down a lot, and Dynamite came through. More of my mistake than his good pass, but either way, up into second goes Dynamite. Of course, the race winner from last week at Dragon Trail. So we're going to try and beat him at least, and possibly get after Stingray. As you can see here on lap 1 still, around the outside there. Should be able to sneak up the inside at the next corner. Dynamite turns in, though, a bit of contact. Although it's not F1, rubbing is racing in this form of touring car racing, I should say. So I don't think that was too bad, and in fact, he still has his nose in front. We're going to try and go around the outside into the chicane, though. We've outbraked him for sure. We'll leave him some space on the apex, and I think we've done it, as Stingray sends the cone flying. Now, remember that I said Viper was stuck on the grid. He won't ghost, and not many of us knew this. Anyway, you see ahead, Stingray is avoiding him to the right. I decided to go to the left, possibly blindsiding Dynamite, and he smashes into the back of Viper. Chaos reigned behind. I think Murph hit some of that wreck as well, and several cars were taken out quite severely by it. And as a result, it would be another restart. As you can see, Dynamite very unhappy with that, and there it is, confirmation from Kart Dude. This is where all the silliness ensues, and unfortunately we really don't know what's causing this glitch. So if anyone knows why you would get stuck on the grid, please say, because I want to avoid it at all costs, and hopefully we can tell Viper. Viper tried to host. Unfortunately, he set it to public accidentally, then we couldn't even stay connected, and in the end, race cancelled. So that was a bit of a fail. Hopefully it works out better next week. I've been Jacko. See you then.